Memorial Gymnasium, home to the Virginia women's volleyball team, holds many memories for Haley Fauntleroy and Kelsey Miller. These women spend 20 to 30 hours a week on the court here, and yet these high ceilings hold memories not only of kills and aces, but also of glitter and anticipation. Kelsey and Haley's two worlds crash together here as they receive their bids for sororities seated on the floor of their very own MEM gym.
It's weird to be in MEM without nets up. It's this confused identity almost where I'm like, what do I identify with like most right now? Being in that gym, even I was just like a little bit less anxious to open my bid card because that was at home.
It was really weird because I remember like we had practice that morning like in MEM, and then I went back, to go to bid day, but then I remember the next day we had practice or something and there was just like glitter all over the floor.
Choosing to dedicate your college experience to athletics is a huge commitment. The demands on a student athlete's time and energy, enormous. The NCAA and universities on a more individual level have struggled with how to encourage a healthy balance of academics and athletics. At UVA, in the typical quest to always outperform in every area of the university experience, some student athletes, like Haley and Kelsey, balance not only coursework and sports, but also manage to add participation in Greek life to the mix.
My name is Haley Fauntleroy.
My name is Kelsey Miller.
Officially a retired member of the UVA women's volleyball team.
I'm on the volleyball team.
I'm a fourth year in the Batten School of Leadership and Public Policy. I have a minor in East Asian Studies.
I plan to major in Foreign Affairs and Anthropology.
I'm a member of Kappa Delta Sorority.
I'm in Delta Zeta.
The time commitment required of sorority and fraternity members is so great that many schools, and indeed even select teams here at UVA, prohibit their athletes from joining. With so little time and energy to devote to extracurricular activities, why do some athletes choose Greek life?
I never considered myself to be the type of girl that would want to join a sorority, but my sister was in a sorority. She is a Division I athlete. She was the person that encouraged me to take the chance and tell me that there was more to my college experience that I would learn about just by being in a sorority.
I decided to rush because there were some older girls on my team that were in sororities, and it was kind of interesting to me. But I really just wanted to have a new group of friends because I was in a place my first semester of my first year when I didn't really know anyone and I just knew my volleyball friends, so I just kind of wanted to, branch out.
What I love about KD is that our slogan is Go Confidently, and so that was just a sign for me to be confident in my identity, not only as an athlete, but in what else I have to bring to the community other than just my role as, playing my sport in the gym every day.
It adds like a new group of people that I can hang out with and say hi to when I'm walking around. When you're an athlete, you're usually kind of just stuck with your athlete group and you're labeled as like a jock. It adds like different perspectives that I can bring in from outside of volleyball. That's just a different extension of myself.
I would say that Kappa Delta is the reason that I'm involved in everything else that I've done at the university. I'm really surrounded by a group of leaders that care about UVA.
I was really nervous about coming here to UVA and playing a sport because I knew that UVA had such a high expectation for academics, and also like my volleyball had high expectations too. But really I just figured out you just got to do it and apply yourself, because this is where it kind of gets tricky because volleyball here is basically like my first and foremost, because the commitment that I made when years ago and I committed with sorority, I've missed probably all philanthropy events this semester because I've had practice or lift or something of the sort. So it's not easy having to miss all that, but it's necessary.
I would say that particularly from KD and other organizations, they're very lenient on my travel schedule and everything that I have to do for my sport. And so if there's ever a time where I have to cancel a meeting or I can't come to either a general body meeting or a chapter meeting for KD, it's pretty much always been excused because being a Division I athlete, they recognize comes first.
During season, it's really hard to really participate in Greek life, but it's not impossible. But during the spring when we're out of season, it's definitely way easier and you can be more committed to Greek life. If practice is maybe early in the day and we have chapter later at night, I can do both. But there are many times where over the weekend we'll have a philanthropy event, I won't be able to go because we'll have games, or we'll have a date function, can't go because I have games.
My KD sisters do a really good job of supporting me. I think that they help me feel like I could be an athlete and also be in the sisterhood because they come to all my games.
Yeah, I've had a couple of my DZ girls come to games. I'm the only athlete in DZ, so it's no one really kind of understands like the dual like commitment. People in different sports, when they see that we're in sororities, it's like, well, that means that you have less time to do like your sport, which isn't true. You can't like be like, I'll do these one day and then I'll like not do that, you know, because it's always volleyball.
I think that my coaches have recognized my volleyball team's emphasis on getting involved outside of just sport, and in instances where we've been able to sit down and talk about our team goals, being involved in the community has always been up there as a top priority.
DZ to me means a whole new group of friends that I've met that I probably would have never ever like talked to. It just kind of represents me wanting to like step out of my comfort zone. I can talk to these group of people and it'll just like make me feel better about everything else.
I think Kelsey's the perfect DZ. She's really funny and outgoing, such a great sense of humor, and she always makes everyone laugh. She has such a great like work, life, school, fun balance.
As both women would attest, they are volleyball players, they are sisters, they are friends, but most importantly, they're Wahoos.